What is up, YouTube? The Zelda is back at you with another branded deck profile. And if you can tell by the title of the video, I went to a regional yesterday. I came 67th out of 152, I want to say. Which, while it's not like the normal bits you see with regionals, like, oh my god, he came first place. I did pretty decent for what I had. Round 1. I went against Rescue Ace, Sinful Spoils, Rescue Ace, lost 2-0. Round 2 was against Dragon Link, and I tied in the end because my hand was 4 hand traps, was branded lost because he couldn't hit me in time. Round 3, Super Heavy Samurais, and I won that because Droll exists. I beat branded Despia, round 4, which made me pretty happy. Round 5, tied with Pearly, which I'm very happy about. Pearly is a deck I really struggle with, but I managed to play around it. Round 6, Unchained, I just played like an idiot due to low blood sugar, but it's my fault. Round 7, I got by because my opponent dropped. And round 8, I lost to Mannadium. But this is my best result at a regional so far, at 3 wins, 2 ties, 3 losses. So I'm obviously getting better. This is the list I brought with me. Obviously, you guys have bits you would like to tell me and recommend for me to play instead. Do so. There is a bit with Aluba I've already been spoken to about. I probably should have listened to, but that was my own hubris. I do apologise to Nix on the Galzo Discord server. But I should have listened to you. But yeah, start off, it's Triple Keeper because I'm playing Keeper branded. This card does everything in this deck. Obviously part of the name, but it just does. Discard a card to search any fusion spell or polymerization normal spell. Polymerization doesn't matter. Fusion spell matters a lot. That's deployment. That is branded fusion. That is instant fusion. You should go with instant or branded fusion because if you already have access to branded fusion, you search instant. Get drolled. That guy you just got searchable. You just search for where is it? Melodies, and that's called by. If you don't, you do the full Amulet Melodies combo line to get Dragoon up, which is very handy for that. The latter effect does come up in certain scenarios with Albion, like to reset Albaz or reset Dragoon. Yeah, can come up, not always. No, that's second effects. It comes up in the Keeper line that Revs cards loves, but generally this is like the best starter of the deck in my opinion. What was the Aluba situation? Well, pretty much I'm playing for Despias, we'll get to it now. I'm playing the triple Aluba, 1 Tragedy, 1 Adlib, and I finally done it. We're playing Quem. I should play just the 2 Aluba. If you take anything from this, swap out the Aluba for Magnum Hop, or Druid's one, or any Biscuit of your choice. Whereas right now I felt like I was always siding out one of the Alubas because it was like, oh, I don't really need this. And it's like, I should have just swapped out from the get-go and had extra in my side deck, or even just swapped out Aluba for a branded banishment because I did semi come up with Kaijus. Aluba is one of the combo starts of the deck. I think we played 13, but again, even 12 it wouldn't be that bad. I was just hubris, and that's my bad. Tragedy and Adlibs for Brandon and Red shenanigans, and Guardian Chimera is great. Quem, I do like Quem. Originally I was against Quem, majorly, like, oh, it clogged up my Aluba normal summon. But eventually I took my hand and I went, right, we're getting Quem. And I traded for one. And it arrived literally Friday, the day before the event. Quem came up a couple times, it didn't come up as frequently as I thought it would. When it came up, oh, was Quem good. So yeah, I would recommend playing more copies of this if you can. It's just so good. There's no questions asked. Yeah, Quem is an amazing card. Do play it. For the branded Lost package, it's a lot smaller than it has been. Normally I've got like Albion's kits and whatnot. I've just got 2 Albaz, the bare minimum, a Cartesia, and a Mercuria, and that's it. You don't play 3 Albaz because, again, clogging up normal summons. But you don't play 1 because if you it's Bestials and that when you summon Albion, get him over. So here too. But also you do like seeing Albaz is the main thing. It's not a Garnet like Darling Tony at Cobra. So you're fine actually seeing this chap. You play Cartesia at 1, because again, logging up normal summons, but you only really want to summon this off Fusion Deployment. You don't want to summon this off, right? It's your normal summon if you have Aluba or Keeper instead. And Mercuria it's just a searchable AS Veiler, in a sense. And banishing it off Albion does come up occasionally. More grindy games. In terms of the Predator Plant, it's just the Garnet and the Scale. This is in Scale Poly, and its other effect does not come up. This is how part of the Dragoon combo that I might show off if you've never seen it at the end. And this card, when it's special summoned by the effect of a Predator Plant monster, so it's basically dead if it's in your hand, or grave, or field, such as any fusion spell or polymerization spells. This is included to, but not limited to, Instant Fusion, Fusion Deployment, Brand of Fusion, Super Polymerization, Ultra Polymerization, etc. I'm only playing 4 of those, but you can already guess which ones I'm playing. It's a very powerful card if it can work. If you open it, it's dead. And the other 2 cards I play, monster-wise, aren't hand traps, is 1 Nubellion, Dark Magician. Dark Magician's there for the Dragoon combo, and it's a 1-card Dragoon with Keeper, so it's like, I might as well play it. And I probably should have played Abyssal so this isn't dead in hand. Again, my hubris got the better of me in this event. I'm learning for the future. Yeah. Spell-wise, we have 3 copies of Brand of Fusion. I'm going to do a lot of these in clumps together because these are starters here. 3 Brand of Fusion. 3 Opening. 3 Fusion Deployment. And 1 Instant Fusion. Brand of Fusion, obviously it's 3 of, and so is Opening. This gets you Brand of Fusion. Deployment's 3 because of Cartesia and Albi and Albaz shenanigans, so you do need that. And Dark Magician can come up. It didn't come up yesterday, but it might do. This card is just an extra combo starter with Predator Plant and Yellow Melodies. But otherwise, you don't really, like, or you can summon out, if you already have access to this and Brand of Fusion, you in theory can just go, if you get trolled earlier on, Instant Fusion summon Millenniumize, and that's just called by the Grave. Paired with Opening, these 2, you now have access to a Millenniumize that stays for an extra turn, meaning there's an extra layer of interruption there. I do think it's really good. Yeah, what other spells are we playing though? Well, let's see, we have, for the engine, is just 1 branded red, 1 branded lost. Don't want to go too far into the branded stuff. And then for non-engine, we have triple Super Poly. This is very good for breaking boards. I think I'm a Vanadium board with this, a branded board with it. Like, so many boards were just gone due to super polymerization just sucking everything up. It's super powerful, and it's searchable. So meaning, in theory, if you want, you can cut a couple copies. I mean, 1 copy of it, because Cobra can search it. I wouldn't recommend doing any more than that. I'm also playing 1 TTT and 1 Droplet. This was meant to be 2 TTTs, but my second copy of TTT didn't arrive, so we got the Droplet instead. Yeah, in theory, this should be 2 Triple Tactics Talents. The Droplet did come up, though, like against Vanadium, I believe. So, it does come up as a negate, but generally, you just want to stick to the 2 TTT as it's the best non-engine in this format. And I also got 1 Cool Buy because Ash from Brand of Fusion is a menace to society. Anywho. And then for hand traps, I'm playing Triple Ash. Where is that? There it is. Triple Ash, Triple Droll, Triple Imperm. It's not loads of hand traps, but if you were counting with non-engine, so in terms of non-engine, we do have 9 there. That's an extra 2. Let's do the maths together. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 non-engine. In 44 cards, again, it's pretty good. If I put the Bestial in, that's technically more non-engine, so that's my bad. But Ash hits literally every deck. A lot of times I was siding out Ash as well. In decks like Pearly, like Unchained, I'd side out the Ash because like it feels a bit underwhelming. Similarly, I'd side out the Droll because Droll and Lockbird is It's a double-edged sword. In some instances, I do need it against decks like Mannadium, Super Heavy Samurai. I have to run Droll, but otherwise, I don't bother. And then this is just better Veiler. These did arrive literally again the day before, and they came up so frequently and stopping the gates and everything. So yeah, I love Imperm. Moving on, the extra deck. We are playing, in terms of branded cards, 2 Albion, 1 Nubellion, 2 Mirror Jade. Let me move this over a bit. 1 Redbrum. The bare minimum. In my opinion, for this list, the bare minimum. If I were to do anything, I'd probably add in 1 extra copy of Nubellion, the Searing Dragon. This is if Cash, because I saw a lot of Kashtira in the event, and Unicorn's Effect I saw frequently come up, so might do that, but generally I think I'll just stick to these ratios, because there'll be other cards I want to target. Infusion-wise, you just got the Amulet Melodies, yeah, I know, and 1 Millenniumize. This is just called by an extra interruption. This is full combo by itself. This is 1 Grand Beacon. The only summon in this deck we're playing is Quem, which is a minor issue, but I felt like I didn't need the extra. It was perfect as is, so I didn't need any more. I'm also playing 1 Masquerade, the Tax Dragon, to beat T-Element. 1 Red Eye Star Dragoon, which is the combo. 1 Guardian Chimera. And then the Super Poly Trio as my extra deck. This can also be summoned off random red against Unchained, and these 2 are just really good Super Poly targets. I summoned Mud Dragon so many times this event. It's so good. I love Mud Dragon of the Swamp. And that is it for the extra deck. Getting into this side deck. It's, again, this is probably where I need some work done, but it's Tribble Nibiru. Because I thought against Unchained it'd be pretty good, and other combat decks, it's really nice. Then we got Kaijus. Jizukiru, Thunder King. Now, I only have 1 of each of these, and I want another light one, because I find that light Kaijus are more helpful. If you make Albion and Albion by itself, I think it's better than the Baking Rebellion. So I played Santa Claus. It's December, it's festive season. Merry Christmas to you all, if you celebrate. If you don't, I think it's if you're Jewish, it's Hanukkah right now, so happy Hanukkah. 1 Bestial Magnum Hut, 1 Bestial Druiswurm, and 1 Bestial Bulldrake, because I don't have another Druiswurm. Again, the Bestial, I put them down there. I think all I would change is maybe more Druiswurm inside and the Magnum Hut main. But we're getting there, Triple copies, Cosmic Cyclone, and triple D barrier for Pearly. If I thrust, it'd be 1 D barrier, but I don't. And this did come up. I drew both of these against my Pearly matchup, and that's what led me to getting the tie with them in the end. I managed to hold them off for an extra couple turns, which meant that we get further and further down the rabbit hole of I won in time. Round 2, they won round 1, so I tied in the end. But to show off why I think the Keeper build is so much fun, and remembering Red Eye Star Dragoon is one of my favourite cards, I think it's only justified that I show off the Dragoon 1-card Dragoon combo. Alright then, so this is the Keeper line. If it feels like a Revs cards video you're about to watch, that's because the combo is directly taken from him. He's a major influence for this. This combo you need Keeper and a discard, and that's it. I'm using Droll because, say I just have the 2 cards, I do it. So I normal summon Keeper of Dragon Magic. I make Keeper's effect, discard the Droll, search Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion, pay 1,000. Summon Predaplant Amulet Melodies. Amulet Melodies effect will go off to search Predaplant Buffalicula. Amulet Melodies' second effect that activates tributes itself, summon from the deck Predaplant's Darlingtonia Cobra. And Cobra effect lets you go and search Fusion Deployment. If you haven't noticed already, we've just gone +2 off 1 Instant Fusion. So Amulet is the most broken Predaplant card of them all. You can then go Ambit Fusion Deployment. You reveal Grand Recall, the Dust Dragon, summon from your deck Blazing Cartesia, the Virtuous. Then you can do Cartesia's effect, fusing it with the Cobra. It specifically has to be Cobra here. For Dust Dragon. Dust Dragon can send Dark Magician to the graveyard. You can then use Keeper's second effect to reveal Red Eye Star Dragoon, and you set Dark Magician face down. You can scale up the Buff Follicular, and Buff Follicular effect diffuse DM with Keeper makes Dragoon. And you're like, oh no, you got no discards. Well, by the time you get to end phase, as Ambulance was sent to grave this turn, you can add Cartesia back to hand, and that's your discard for Dragoon. So yeah, the deck does work. I'm gonna do one quick test hand, and then I'll cover maybe one test hand or two test hands, and then I will end the video. I'll probably just do the one, but who knows. Alright, I've shuffled the deck, and let's see what I've got. One Aluber, one Brand Fusion, one Cooled By, one Adlib, and a Fusion Deployment. Yeah, you see why branded players are called for opening everything now. Start every time with the Fusion Deployment. Here, you reveal the Dust Dragon, and you summon Cartesia. Now, annoyingly, the main issue, the flaw with this list I found, is that you constantly will have hands like this, where it just looks like a normal Despia hand. You don't get the keeper lines going, which sucks, but it is what it is. You normal Aluber effect. And this hand plays through Droll, Ash, Impum. Hear a minute? The reason why it plays through Droll is because of that you already have Brand Fusion, you don't really care about it. In reality, Droll doesn't really matter too much with this deck. If you get Drolls, oh well, we don't care. You Amber the Brand Lost, and you fire for the Brand Fusion. If they have the Ash, you have the Cooled By. If not, you're Bing Chilling. Also, if they went to Impum the Aluber, you Cartesia Fuse away. So you go through your deck now, and if you've already normal summon, we don't bother with the Aluber. Going for Tragedy, you just go straight up with Bellion. With Albaz. Where is Albaz? There's Albaz. You make Albion. Chaining one Albion, chaining two Lost. We're saying there's no interruption again, so we do get to go show off everything this deck can do. Lost will search us for Tri-Brave Mercuria, as we've already normal summoned. Albion will banish Albaz. And Aluber. Should put there. No, let's put it above the grave. To make Lubellion. You go with Lubellion effect, when I find him. Activate, discard Adlib. And if you want, you can go Cartesia here. I would personally do it here, and I would fuse my Albion away. And you can either go for Dust Dragon, which is probably smart, or you can go for Dracos Palia, whichever one you wish. I'm going for Dust Dragon here. You shuffle back Lubellion, and the banished Albaz to make Mirror Jade the Ice Blade Dragon. Where's Mirror Jade? There's Mirror Jade. Then Dragon God's effect happens on summon. Now, looking at the graveyard, you already have Albion in grave, so what more do you want? Well, you could send Garua for extra draw, which is an option. You could send Rindrum, but probably we don't offer Mirror Jade. So what I personally do here? Well, I would just send the Garua, because at this point I have Mud Dragon the extra. I'd be fine with an extra draw. So we shuffle up and get the extra draw in. And it depends on the draw, depends on what we want to go further beyond with our combos. So we get the one draw, and it is a Fusion Deployment. Doesn't matter. You set the Cooled By, and we pass. In end phase, Cartesia can add herself back to hand if you want. I personally would do it. That's Quem, and Albion will set Brandon in red. Where is that? Give me a minute. There's Brandon in red. So what did this end board get you? What it got you? A Mirror Jade, send Rindrum. Oh, where's I'm gonna grab my dice real fast so we can count together. You have one Mirror Jade. Let me put this down. One Mirror Jade. There's my dice. There's my dice. One Mirror Jade by sending Rindrum. You have a Mercuria negate monster effect. You have Dust Dragon in theory. Get Quem. And you can do Quem, dump Albaz. Then you can go Brandon in red. You can add back Adlib. It's a very funny thing we're going to do here. And you will banish it in a Mirror Jade plus honestly Cartesia at this point. Make Guardian Chimera. And that's chain 1 Chimera, chain 2 Lost, chain 3 Adlib, summon back Mirror Jade. So that is our third interruption here. So there's an MJ again. You will search. We'll specifically have to search the Albaz here, which is semi-annoying, sure, but it's better to have it than not. And you can Chimera. You're popping 1, there's my dice, counting. I'm drawing 2. What we draw into? Well, we draw into Infusion, as matter here, and Imperm. Can't activate that. You have another Mirror Jade activation. So an Albion. And that 4. Quem effect now, you can summon back the Albaz. And you can do Albaz effect, discard. I honestly do deployment here. And you fuse Albaz off with whatever they have for either Dragon Spelia or Mud Dragon. So that is 5, we're at 5 now. More than likely, it'll be Mud Dragon. More than likely. Mud Dragon makes things untargetable, but it doesn't really matter. And you still have Called By, making that 6. So yeah, and then obviously you go plus so much stuff in end phase, Albion, and you still have Rindrum, actually. As Albaz is a hard one per turn, though. But if they did stop the Quem, you would have Rindrum. Albion gets you branded Fusion again. And you have a bunch of interruptions. Yeah, it was 6 interruptions. And with that, I will thank you all for watching. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Comment for what I should do, to improve this list. And just subscribe so I can make more awesome content. Until the next one then, cheerio.